What's going on? The dynamic duo is back, baby. Yeehaw! This ain't Texas, baby. We in our neck of the woods tonight in the Shakkas Den. WrestleMania is this weekend. We have so much to discuss. WWE versus Raw in the Den. I am so happy to be back with my tag team partner. It feels like it's been forever. The South Shakers are back after what seems to be a week off
Yeah,
from
well, we
everything. What an explosive week of craziness, especially for me. But we're
mm,
back, and we're back tonight, and we have, we got to break it down because The Rock has lost his mind. Like, truly, truly lost his mind. He got me choking over here, pause. But yeah, he is a damn fool. And I don't know, man. Hey, y'all coming in tonight? Hold on. I'm gonna go
I mean,
subscribe
it's
over
been a
there on
while.
YouTube.
It's been a while since we've been here.
Come on
Uh,
now.
you know, turn the
We
lights
missed
on.
you.
Did
I missed you. I don't know about
you
Santana.
exploding everywhere? Oh, okay, Dwayne.
Drop that cash out.
Enough. Hey,
Okay.
Tamara.
How did you think of the shows for each week?
uh, well, let's see. Since we're this is a week since we've been back. Whatever, Ken. Y'all know I
Yeah,
don't
I
give
don't give a
a
damn. Now, don't
damn.
make me come in here with chaos, but I don't give a damn. And I hope
Well,
they worked your ass to death.
Ken has been bothering me all on social media. So, but I would say that since we kind of been back for a week, we it's a lot of stuff that's happening missing action wise. So, but then regards to like the last couple weeks wise for Raw and SmackDown, things have been pretty insane. What The Rock did to Cody last week was I don't know if he thought he was shooting, a Western version of Fast and Furious where he was just beating the hell out of Cody in the rain, bloodied up in front of his dog, just all kinds of stuff that was happening. The women are definitely heating things up a
Yeah.
lot on all brands at that. But I mean, this is a week for WrestleMania. And I know, of course, with tonight, Monday Night Raw, and of course, moving over to Friday Night SmackDown later on this week. This be the take home show in a sense, but of course, we won't talk about that till next week. But this is WrestleMania weekend, and there's a lot of things happening that we have to get prepared for. You know,
Well, I'm gonna ask you, are you ready?
am I ready?
I
I don't know.
said, are you ready? Let's get
I feel
into it.
like I don't know. I don't know. Like there's so much that can happen this weekend that can truly night one WrestleMania. I feel like it's really going to determine what the hell night two could be, and maybe even not that. Honestly, I'm prepared, but I'm also nervous at the same time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am.
Cody has to win. So,
Bro, Cody doesn't win. Like
mm, I don't even
I
know.
don't.
Speaking of Cody, he kicks us off, points to the sign, and gives us, of course, the Cody Rhodes speech to WrestleMania. Your 2023 2024 Royal Rumble winner. However, he was greeted by a former champion in his own right, the Pebble Man, Dwayne Johnson. Now, I don't know what he said to him, but apparently, we did find out at the end of the night. Cody, though, was not backing down and really couldn't understand why it was The Rock and not Roman who he's facing. But we also get into a really good match. Excuse me. After all of this, when I say um, JD and Ricochet, they went to town. Okay. And Ricochet actually ended up getting the victory, which was very surprising. But we're in Chicago, of course. CM Punk, everyone's favorite, Dreon's favorite. Put your X's up.
Come on
Shoot up
now.
the whole club.
Hometown fade.
I don't give a damn what you do,
Sports bra.
girl. That's what she be wearing. CM Punk had a message because some people have been talking about him since he's been gone. Now he said he didn't know what he would be doing for WrestleMania, which I mean, what can you really do? I mean, you don't really have an opponent. I mean, let's talk about that. But in other news, he might be hosting. Who knows? He might be accompanied by Charlotte Flair. You never know. Let me stay out of my business. But Drew came out. Who gives a fuck? They sent his ass on commentary. We don't care about him because he's a non-factor. Like Seth told him. Seth should have told him, like Evelyn told Tammy, you a non-motherfucker factor. Okay? But that didn't happen because CM Punk is more, it seems, rubbed in the wrong way by Seth. I don't know if Seth is walking out WrestleMania. I don't like at all. Like I think he's gonna be like in a goddamn like hospital bed at this point. To be honest. Now, Indy didn't know who the hell she was messing with. Okay? Because for whatever reason, Candace needed to cheat to get the victory over Ivy now and Maxine. Now they will go again in the ring tonight in a tag team match. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Candace and Indy, because, excuse me, Candace looked very, very surprised that her tag team partner was doing that. Now, we also had a four-way, the Judgment Day, R Truth, Miz, DIY. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Judgment Day lost from what I remember. I thought that JD was rolled up, but I'm not certain. Am I?
I believe that with this one here, this was actually a match that was with it was a match that was with DIY versus the New Day, but it
Oh,
ended up being
okay.
a no contest because Judgment Day decided they want to come out and assert their dominance once again.
Okay.
And our Truth was on commentary and everything, and then after they attacked everybody in the ring, including the Miz, they went and they turned their attention to our Truth and then beat the hell out of him. And basically, this
Okay.
was more so
I
them getting
wasn't
ready
sure.
for. It was just there was so much happening.
Yeah,
Honestly,
there
Judgment Day is
was.
not trying to lose their
Yeah.
titles this weekend, so they're really stepping it up a bit to let people know like this is why we're the champion. This is why we're not splitting
Yeah.
these damn titles right now.
Because this was confusing as
Yeah,
hell.
my
I thought
yeah.
I couldn't remember. There's who the hell is it? Oh, Andrade faces. Well, Andrade was supposed to face um Ivar, but Ivar wasn't medically cleared, and he ended up facing Giovanni Vinci. He ended up
Mhm.
getting the victory, which I feel like that was going to be planned from the jump.
Mhm.
No story here. Really, you just, I mean, just a good match between the two, honestly. I was happy to see Vinci really showcase his talents against one of the best luchas in the past 10 years. Many would agree. Um, and then we got to get to the women. It's only important. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. This is the marquee, in my opinion. This is the match that I'm looking forward to, hoping in it's night one. Um, but Dom gets involved, and Dom always gets involved. But this time, Becky was like, "Sit your ass down, boy," and smacked him across the face. And Rhea was like, "Bitch, if you touch my man again, I'm gonna big boot your ass." And they started fighting, and that's what happened. Pretty simple. I don't know where Becky man be at.
Girl,
He ain't helping her. He said, "Fuck that."
he ain't got time.
And then we had two matches. One pre main event. Sammy would have won, but unfortunately, he was distracted by Gunther. On the other hand, Jey Uso, even with all the shit going on outside, he did end up beating Shinsuke Nakamura. So it goes to show to me where both of these champions, tag team champions, are now. And it's a big difference. Even though Sammy is, going for that title, I still feel like Jay has become the bigger star. Jay has become one of the biggest stars on Monday Night Raw. And I know he's going to beat his brother. Because Jimmy is lazy as hell. Trinity, I love you, but girl, your man looks slouchy. Slouchy. I don't like that. Yeah, and then Jay Uso, this is him winning. Before I turn it over to, because I'm excited about the whole LWO shit. I ain't gonna lie. Before I turn it over to Santana, girl, The Rock.
These are the hardest photos ever taken.
You think so?
I'm so serious. Like this is straight out of a, you know, this is like 1976. You know,
Beat. Mhm.
it's very civil rights activist.
Oh
Like
God,
it
I never even thought about that.
is. It's so coded. Come on
That's
now.
awful. That is awful. I'm glad his dog wasn't in the background.
Can you imagine?
No,
The dog probably would have got beat too, but no, that's too much. That's a lot of animal cruelty around here. We
girl,
don't
I
need no
never
more of
even saw that shit until you said something.
that. Yeah, Malcolm X coded. I'm telling you, it's very civil rights activist. It's very much like we are oppressing our oppressors.
Well, he ain't going to jail. I mean, well, he ain't going. He gonna shoot people.
Oh well, Cody Luther King did not deserve this. Well, I didn't think all of this was going to transpire. I did not actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is what he needed to win.
But if they do all this and he don't,
Girl, I gag
that would just be like, well, what the hell was all of this for?
to go back to AEW.
Oh hell no, they don't even like that man over there.
They don't
He
like
the reason,
themselves.
he the reason why they exist. But this is WWE. We don't want to give too much to AEW again today. After the way
No,
y'all
no, that's crazy. Fuck them.
then The Rock popped up on UFL like he didn't do anything.
I don't give a damn about none of that. You think I'm gonna watch a Pebble outside of WWE?
I
And if
am.
y'all watching, y'all crazy as hell.
Well, he being like Fast and Furious stuff, so that's why I be in.
Girl, I'm talking about on the news. Y'all be
Oh,
watching this
well,
man
if he
on
on
the
news,
news.
I don't know. Like I don't watch the news. It's too
That's
yeah, they
beyond
got
me.
they got too much going on for me to keep up.
Oh, she said UFL.
Yeah,
Mm, I
I'm not
don't give a
watching.
damn about that man. He done did too much, honey. He did. Like, ain't no way in hell.
I
Like
mean, he doing more than like Roman has, and this is crazy. Like, who is Cody really facing?
girl, everybody.
The Rock is doing the most of the damn work. You know, Rock is trying to save this feud, honey.
He
So, and I mean, like they gon' I mean, of course, they,
girl,
whatever.
his football league should have went out of business.
I thought it did.
Girl, obviously it didn't.
I didn't he lose like 60 million on
UFL
that?
is his UFL is his football.
I could have sworn he
United,
lost. I could have sworn he lost like 60 million.
I don't know, but he ain't the NH. He ain't the NHL. He ain't the NCAA. He ain't the SEC. Goddamn it, we'll come ball them motherfuckers out. I
Oh, they
tell you
started
that.
another one yesterday. They gonna try it again? Okay. Hey, listen, dust yourself off and try again, according to Aaliyah.
And what happened to her?
Okay. Well, I hope y'all really like this photo. I tell you that much. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really nice segment. I thought he was gonna
Mhm.
throw Cody off the leverage. Maybe John Cena and Stone Cold would show up to avenge the day or something. Who really knows?
He got
That's
too
all I
much
got.
on his hands.
That's all I
When,
got.
when people start doing that, they losing money.
What,
That. What?
combining stuff?
Hell yeah.
Well, he'd already lost money.
Well, he losing it again, baby.
Well, bon appetit.
You ready to take us? Oh, sorry.
You gotta finish yours off.
The invasion of Brooklyn, the Meathead, and the Pebble. Can't wait. We also have a four-way tag team match. Hell no. What? Somebody missing.
This is an 8-man tag match.
Oh, okay. Y'all figured it out. That shit made my head hurt. You'll see it when it come on. After last week, Sammy and Mr. Big Ass. God, he gets on my nerves. Bronson Reed. I asked you for a hat. Never mind.
Nikki, you gotta
Then
let it
there's a
go.
tag team match between Maxine Dupree, Ivy Now versus Candace. That shit pissed me off. Candace and Indy Hartwell. Indy, I'm rooting for you, baby. Go that did piss me
Oh, I just
off.
can't. Like, he's gonna go into a tangent. Why Sammy got perky mouth? I don't know. Like, anytime people come for their company, the superstars are lined up to defend. Which nothing's wrong with that. You gotta defend your company, but don't make it so damn obvious. You know. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we are moving over to the blue brand, the best brand, the number one brand, Raw. I'm sorry, I lied.
Oh,
April Fools.
clip it.
April Fool's Day, everybody. Friday Night SmackDown,
Clip
of course.
it. Oh, today
What?
is April 1st, though.
It is, but it's April Fool's.
All right.
Raw is not. Okay. But Friday Night SmackDown, of course, is the best brand of all time. And I mean, we have to start off the night with Pretty Deadly versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Now, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, of course, they may be tagging as of right now because they have a big match happening on this week in with Logan Paul for that United States Championship match in a triple threat match. Now, this match was actually going really well. It was nice to see Pretty Deadly not in the face of my man Pete and Tyler Bate. So this one was pretty cool. I enjoyed this opening of the show, but Logan Paul, of course, always finds himself getting involved in many ways so that he continues to stay relevant here, and not being so like he's getting overshadowed by Kevin and Randy Orton. So although Kevin and Randy did lose this match because Logan Paul ended up hitting Kevin Owens with brass knuckles, which allowed Pretty Deadly to get the victory. But then he slides up under the ring as if like nobody was gonna be able to find where he was, and Randy Orton did, and he beat the hell out that man, and then he ran away, and then he fled the scenery. Yeah, he got in that car, and he was out of there. So I don't know. Now we move over to what I mean. I think is one of the best signees to the blue brand, which is Jade Cargill. A storm is coming, and the storm has arrived, and the storm is here. And she lets that be known very, very well. So the women in the locker room should beware of Jade Cargill. So, but she looked absolutely amazing coming out in that red. First of all, her entrance, amazing,
Yeah,
beautiful. Like
shit.
it makes her look like she's Amazon, like Jesus Christ. But yeah, her entrance was everything. Like I'm excited to see what Jade Cargill brings to the blue brand here. But it's going to be pretty interesting. We definitely got to see a little bit more of her later on within the show. And then we move over because, of course, we do have to finish off the brackets here for, the tag team match is supposed to be happening at WrestleMania. So we had Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus the Street Profits. And, well, just when I wanted, the Street Profits to take this victory, it did not happen. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller will be a part of that ladder match for WrestleMania 40. But the testament, the final testament, of course, still having their issues with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, which leaves them all standing tall. And it was announced today, allegedly, that the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, or the Pride, whatever they want to call them, will take on the final testament at WrestleMania. Apparently, allegedly, has not been posted yet, but that's what the locker room is saying. So, bon appetit. That's all I got. All right. We move on over to, of course, another faction of my LWO. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee will be challenging Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio to a match at WrestleMania. Now, Santos comes out. He thanks Dominic Mysterio for what he did with helping him defeat Rey Mysterio the prior week. And of course, I'm sure that Rey is about to run into his son. But, when you raise a 20-year-old vet, Mickey James, I mean, I don't really know what more you can truly expect from someone like Dominic Mysterio. He's found his way back into WrestleMania. No
Better
title.
know, Greg.
Hmm.
Better know, Greg.
So I thought that maybe this would have been Andrade that he would have announced, but it ended up being Dragon Lee, which I'm not mad at all because Dragon Lee has been a part of LWO, just not the official member yet. But Rey Mysterio has made him the official member, and well, I mean, I think that is great. I know that this match here is going to be quite interesting to see. And of course, come on now, we have 2 nights. We gotta fill up this card somehow, some way. Everybody's finding a way to get on this card. I mean, you got to find a way. So I wish they could have did like everybody, you know, and have that, intergeminous going. But I guess they wanted to keep it simple. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of issues probably happening within this match here. And when Dominic gets back, backstage with Judgment Day, they're kind of like, "What are you doing? Like, what is going on here? You out here getting into matches without discussing it with us, and you know, just all kinds of stuff." So I don't know what's happening within the Judgment Day, but you know, I don't know the way that Damien made it seem as if like, you know, seems like he's wanted to make that cash in at WrestleMania. Ooh, makes me nervous every time I think about it because he is still holding that briefcase. And then we move on over to another final for the tag team bracket and everything. So the new Catch Republic, Pete and Tyler Bate faces Legado de Fantasmas, Angel Garza and Umberto, or Berto is what they have him short for now, which I think is fucking stupid. They go on to defeating them, which I am very, very happy about because my men are going to WrestleMania, so I have nothing bad to say about that. I feel like all of my men are like on the card, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that in so many different ways. So shout out to them. Now Of course, we weren't here to be able to discuss the break in, or not much of a break in, but the pull up, or, trespassing on people's property, as far as what LA Knight did to AJ Styles. And they went to fighting in front of the front yard. Police came out, arrested uh LA Knight, and it was free LA Knight all last week, But then again, come back this week because AJ Styles was telling Nick Aldis, like, look, you need to let it be known that, or did you tell LA Knight not to show up tonight? He was like, he asked him not to, but telling him no. So whatever LA Knight chose to do is what he chose to do. And AJ Styles, he came out. Of course, he talked about what LA Knight did and what he's going to do to him at WrestleMania. And it seemed as if like someone will jump in the barricade, and AJ Styles thought it was LA Knight, but unfortunately it was not. LA Knight was in another costume to make it seem as if like he was just another person of the production team or camera crew or whatever. And he went on to attack AJ Styles. And well, I'm sure that this match here between these two is actually going to be pretty good. I've been enjoying this build up thus far, so I'm ready to see what else they continue on to do, especially of course with this being like the go home week and leading up to WrestleMania this weekend. Don't know which night they're going to be on because that truly has not been announced yet, but I'm sure they'll announce the full match cards of which day these matches are going to be on. Now, we get into our main event. Bianca's backstage. Of course, she's getting ready and prepared for her match with Dakota Kai. And Naomi, she comes and she hypes Bianca up. I've been enjoying or kind of seeing that Bianca's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna always have your back, but she's not necessarily saying she's gonna have Bailey's back. So I mean, of course, I get it, So like her dynamic with Naomi has been great. Naomi had her own little EST in the back on her hair and everything, which I thought was really cute and cool. So it's very nice to see their pairing and their friendship and everything come to life on screen wise. So Dakota and Bianca had a really great match. They did, and Bianca did end up defeating Dakota Kai right before Damage Control came in to attack Bianca Belair. They jumped her in the middle of the ring, and then Naomi, she comes out and she tried her best to assist Bianca in any kind of way. She did, but the number advantage was just too damn much. And well, it wasn't, or well, per se equaled out to when Jade Cargill came out and she kicks the hell out of Oscar, and then she power bombs Dakota Kai, and then she gives a, I guess you could say, widow's peak, or does her jaded finisher on Kairi Sane. And this has been officially announced, ladies and gentlemen. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill will take on Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. First and foremost, like, to see three black women on a card for WrestleMania side by side, like, it's beautiful to see. We always talk about representation, and we have this representation here with Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. And I'm really excited to see what the gear is going to look like. Of course, their pairing is going to look like, and this is pretty much kind of Jay's like official match outside of the Royal Rumble, but it's like her actual like first official match has happened at WrestleMania. She's teaming alongside Bianca Belair and Naomi, who have had their WrestleMania moments and things like that. And everything about this is great. Honestly, I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I'm excited. It was a big moment. It felt bigger. It felt like that revamp of PCP, but just
Hmm.
on a whole nother level. Like the
Yeah.
stardom. And this is not the knock Tamina, but that stardom is just there. When they come out of WrestleMania, it's gonna be. They should do like Powder Puff Girls.
New thing, right? So like of course Naomi is Buttercup. Like the green is all her. Um I think that who I think that Jade could do bubbles because I've seen Jade in a lot of blue and everything. And then like of course pink is definitely for Bianca. Like pink, red, whichever one you prefer. But I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what they pull off for Mania. Like the women are just like it's beautiful to see. I will give you that much. And then of course, like I said, announced was Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Like I said, don't know which night this is going to be on, but happy to see it, of course. And then we finally have this full ladder match happening, the six-pack ladder match for the undisputed W Tag Team Championships. Of course, Judgment Day, who are the reigning champions, with the New Day, the Miz, and our Truth, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory, DIY, and of course, New Catch Republic, Pete and Tyler Bate. This is going to
What was
be
the rumor about Grayson and Austin not being able to compete?
I have no idea about that.
I said that
Um,
earlier on like Russell Ops.
hmm. Hmm. I mean, if they change it, I'm sure that they probably would say something either tonight or on Friday, maybe, or maybe before this week is up, they'll say something. But as of right now, I thought they were fine. Hmm. I guess we have to see on that. Allegedly, Uncle Dave is claiming they would be pulled. Okay, well, there you have it. Also, we talk about what's happening this Friday. We have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who's going to be the victor of this Battle Royal? I really wish they would do something like this for the women again, like at least for like WrestleMania wise. Like you have a lot of these women who are now on the card, don't really have anything to do. Why not give them an opportunity to have like a Miss WrestleMania thing again? Like Naomi's won it before. So many other women have won it before too, but like I feel like you should definitely have them have something outside of just the men with this Andre the Giant Memorial. I know there was a theory about the Detroit Machine Gun Killers who are free from TNA would be added to the match. Well, they are not the Hardy Boys. So I will prefer them to sit this one out because I swear let me tell you something. They ever want to do something like that? Listen,
It's gonna be
I
hell
will
to pay.
teleport.
Hell to pay.
Y'all have to see me for real on that. I no, not at all. But yeah, so this match will be happening on Friday. Um, Speaking of someone who did or who has been a winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Jay Uso will be taking on his brother Solo, which I really don't know why. But I guess ahead of his match that he has with his own other brother, Jimmy. Also, Kevin Owens will be welcoming Randy Orton to the KO show. And also, we're going to have my mans, Pete and Tyler, facing Grayson Waller and Austin Theory ahead of their match for WrestleMania. And then, of course, we have Zelina Vega versus Elektra Lopez. I think this is something that those who have been following the story have been wanting to see, which is these two actually get their hands on each other and everything. Because it's kind of like what we have not been having was Zelina and Elektra Lopez kind of have their own like bouts or whatever or fights outside of the ring, but not actually in a official match. So this will be happening on Friday for the Go Home show for Friday Night SmackDown. So, and that's that, ladies and gentlemen, for Friday Night SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed both of us or not recap,
Woo!
just talking about both shows. Period. Raw versus SmackDown. Shout out to all 101 of you who have popped
Yeah,
up in here. This is beating the record of what we had once before, which is what I think 75, I think.
yeah.
So right now we had a 101. So thank you guys for coming in and watching. Of course, we definitely do appreciate it. Yeah, we opened up the den for you guys and everything like that. So, but yeah, we will be back tomorrow for NXT Uncut. Because I mean, of course, we have Stand and Deliver, and we have to talk about that too. Things that's been happening. Trust me, if you, yeah, I'm pretty sure you know my thoughts from me being on social media wise. And then of course on Thursday, TNA Wrestling. We got to talk about some things going on there too. And then we will have our prediction show on Friday for WrestleMania. Because then hopefully the whole match card thing will be out, and then we kind of know which day is going to be what. But if not, we're still going to have our prediction show on Friday. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And then I don't think we will be having a post show for WrestleMania night 1 and 2. I'm unsure about that, but if we do, we'll definitely keep you
No,
guys posted on that. Um, what you say?
I was saying no, probably not. It's
Okay,
gonna be too late and shit.
that is true. We'll just probably end up talking about it on Monday, for Raw vs SmackDown, and just kind of make WrestleMania the big focal point and everything. But yeah, we won't do a reality TV fix because WrestleMania be going on too. So we'll be back on that pretty soon as well. But other than that, we thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with us here in the Shakers Den. As always, we definitely appreciate you guys for pulling up, even when we go missing. We still thank you guys for still thinking of us and still coming to hang out. So we definitely do appreciate that. Shout out to Battleground Podcast as always for having us here in the Shakers Den. And shout out to you guys, like I said, for always pulling up. You can catch us on all social media platforms at the Shakers Den all over on social media. And you guys go enjoy Monday Night Raw. We gave you guys what 16 minutes to get prepared for the take home show for Monday Night Raw. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And we will see you guys back on tomorrow for NXT Uncut in the Den. This has been Raw versus SmackDown in the Shakers Den, where of course it is invite only.